I hit the
Haha,
blue
very
button.
funny.
Why are we... Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mehvies. And
Mehvies.
now, we're going into episode 21, Halloween 2, the original 1981 sequel to one of the greatest films ever made.
Yeah, I thought it was a movie that was just as good as the original. Not necessarily better, but just as good.
Yes, I'm sorry, I just saw a shit post saying Larry David will replace Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia in The Witcher Season 4.
I
And
sincerely doubt that'll ever happen.
No, that's Liam Hemsworth who's doing that. But here's the thing.
very
Halloween
least,
Halloween
Liam
2 is
Hemsworth-
pretty fucking good, and Halloween 1, despite being made on a shoestring budget back in the 1970s, was really fucking good.
Okay, now Gizmo, this is your first time seeing this movie?
Part 2? No, it's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah,
years.
same here. I haven't seen it since I started watching a bunch of horror flicks in October, or like a couple years ago, because I wanted to try to get into some of these. So anyway, are we all queued up and ready to go?
I am.
Gizmo?
Yep.
All right, and 3, 2, 1.
And once again, I am watching off of the Shout Factory disc from the Halloween Ultimate Collection.
Universal, an MCA company.
Because I found that if I were to try and buy all of the 4Ks, it was going to be more expensive than buying... Actually, it wasn't all of the 4Ks, it was just like the new films. No, the newer films. We're going to be like $100-something, and then this is cheaper than that. So
I love the usage of the cordettes. It's Mr. Sandman in these movies, or in this movie.
Exit light. Now, I haven't seen the last two Halloween films. Was Enter Sandman by Metallica used in either of them?
I don't think so. I don't even know when Enter Sandman and first happened.
1991, I believe.
Then then it might have been for like Halloween, like maybe a Halloween 5 or something. Yeah, I really do like the way of continuing the of having part 2 take place right after the first one, which is something that will be repeated in Halloween Kills, which is a direct sequel after Halloween in 2018.
Interesting.
I think they might have changed the sound effects a little.
Yeah, a little bit, I think. Well, they have also changed the score a little bit as well.
And not only that, they changed where Michael Myers fell out. He didn't fall out of that balcony.
Now, this is not directed by John Carpenter, but it is written by him. Rick Rosenthal is directing this film.
Yep.
And while John Carpenter does a good portion of the music, it's also done in part by Alan Howarth, or Howarth. Not sure how his name is pronounced.
Yeah, this may have been a continuity error, but this was kind of neat.
Now, the funny thing is, I just looked it up. Enter Sandman has never been used in a Halloween film. despite the fact that it is John Carpenter's favorite Metallica song.
Wow.
Yeah, I find that kind of funny.
I mean, considering the fact that Zack Snyder really likes Hallelujah, uh, it's surprising how a director doesn't use like his favorite song from a band in anything.
Well, given half an opportunity, I will pull out like a rather extensive list of music that I fucking love that I would use in any given film I would direct.
You have no idea the amount of anime music I have on me to use. Most of it done by Shiro Sagasu.
What the fuck?
Staffa Akkad presents.
I'm getting music feedback from somebody. I can tell this because I only have my right earbud in from the Xbox, but the I'm hearing the music in both ears. Actually, let me switch those out. My ears starting to get tired. There we go. Excuse me.
Now, honestly, I do kind of like this remix, but I vastly prefer the 2018 remix. If it's for like themes aside from the original.
Yeah, and it's funny that the movie that was directed by a musician didn't have as much of a focus on the use of the music.
And it's weird how this franchise started.
Good musician.
It's weird how this franchise started out being filmed in scope as opposed to like Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street, which started out on like 16:9.
Yeah.
But do you think John Carpenter makes great use of like scope?
Yes, I would say so.
Okay. A lot of more people in this movie.
Like the original Halloween, this and other slasher films have come under fire from feminist critics. According to historian Nicholas Rogers, academic critics have seen the slasher movies since Halloween as debasing women in a decisive manner, such as hardcore pornography. And
do they not realize
how much of a bitch you gotta be to compare Halloween to porn?
Well, I really like this shot here where the pumpkin subtly splits apart to reveal the skull inside. This is a great opening credits scene. But
I can't wait for when we eventually do Season of the Witch.
Yeah. We can seriously just go back basically as far as we want and say that a shitload of people have always been full of shit. Like, a lot of feminist critics have always been full of shit. A lot of fucking movie critics have always been full of shit. And, surprise, surprise, Roger Ebert has been full of shit for a very long time.
Some people honestly think that no woman would really like sign on do productions like these, but I'm like, some of these movies were produced by women.
Look, would you rather be in a movie like this or a movie like I don't know, Ghostbusters 2016?
I'd rather be in a movie like this.
Yeah, I'd definitely rather be in a movie like this.
Because at the very least, the killer is equal opportunist and will kill both men and women indiscriminately. Doberman.
Vision version.
What?
You can't see my face right now, but I'm making a very disappointed expression at this because for some fucking reason there are no subtitles.
God damn it, he's not human. Some people criticize this movie for like the it being a bit too gruesome.
You know, I don't really care what those people think. This movie's fucking great.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's a great continuation of the first movie.
Like, I will say, I do somewhat agree that the twist was not exactly well implemented, but it's not a bad idea.
No, it's a really good idea.
And honestly, like, I've seen stupider. I've seen way... directed by George A. Romero. Guess what film that is? It's the horror film that shows up in every fucking horror film.
Which is?
Night of the Living Dead. Because it's public domain. Which is another film that we ought to think about, like, muting the dialogue of and dubbing over, because it is public domain. Oh, shit, I just realized I need to message, Spavvy and see if she's good for tomorrow.
Yep.
The thought completely slipped my mind because I was doing so many other things this week.
Hey, that's fine. Funnily enough, this movie made 10 times more than it... more...
Well, you can tell that they, who is putting mayonnaise and peanut butter on the same sandwich? I do not
like how Michael Myers was pondering killing the elderly couple, but then he's like, nah, I just need the knife.
No, they're going to suffer enough from that mayonnaise and peanut butter sandwich. Seriously, who puts mayonnaise and peanut butter on a ham sandwich? I don't know why I sound like Nicolas Cage.
Let's make this version sound like Nicolas Cage.
Unfortunately for you, Elrond is not here. Hugo Weaving will not be in this franchise.
No, he will not.
Hugo... That would be funny, though. Like, to get Hugo Weaving to play Loomis in another remake.
So this... So, let's see. Oh, even though this movie is really good, but of course, Rotten Tomatoes had to give it like a 30% based on 46 reviews. And the site's critical consensus reads, Halloween 2 picks up where its predecessor left off and quickly wanders into a dead end, and that the franchise would spend decades struggling to find its way out of.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. I think we all forgot to mention this. The mask that Michael Myers wears throughout these films is actually a Captain Kirk mask, painted white.
Yeah, that was actually pointed out by James A. Janice in the Kill Counts.
Yeah.
Counts for these movies. Oh, they say this now. Michael! First kill of the movie.
I'm sorry. You gotta shut the fuck up.
Yes, I'm continuing the gag of Moonwalker.
Hee hee. Ho ho ha ha.
Shamon.
Shaman. Halloween 2 on 4K includes a 4K disc of the theatrical cut of the film, a 2K disc of the theatrical cut of the film, and a DVD with the TV cut, despite the fact that the 2-disc edition. Oh, this is a DVD. Okay. So I thought that the DVD with the TV version was a Blu-ray. Apparently, I'm fucking stupid and failed a spot check. Well, at least they included the fucking DVD. Some people wouldn't do that. One, two, Freddy's coming for you.
Girls aren't in this movie. Do you think for like a so one thing I wanted to do for like Sundays on Christmas was whether before Christmas was doing like an EFAP on December. Oh God. Oh God, what did they eat?
Huh. Razor blades and candy.
Oh, Gizmo, I need to show you something really cool. Like, hold on a second. Let me see.
You know, funny thing about that Apple thing, that's just a hoax. But
Yeah,
even
I was
then,
gonna say, hey, that is a hoax, not a real thing that ever happened.
and you would think with it being so popular, someone would try doing it, but that never did happen.
Nah.
Oh, Gizmo, I'm sure you saw this bit from the anime, but here's what it looks like at the manga.
Maybe you should take the fucking razor blade out of his teeth so that you can patch it up. It's not... It is very clearly in his teeth, not his mouth.
Well, makeup effects and angles,
No, but
trying to
you could
make it
just
look
have
like.
him... You could just have him, like, hold the thing up against his mouth, and then the kid wouldn't have to, like prop the blade between his teeth.
It could have just gotten some Play-Doh, stick it to the roof of his mouth, get half a blade.
And this,
oh, funny you should mention that.
and I do feel the need to point this out at this by the time this film came out, Jamie Lee Curtis was
well, this was 3 years later, so she would have been 23.
Yeah, she's 23 by the time the film came out. I'm not sure if this was shot at right after the first one was done.
No, I think it was. I think they started working on it later. Please stop sounding like you're having sex. That's how the other girl died. Production. Carpenter and Hill planned on creating a sequel later on. Irwin Yabians wanted to make the second film, while John Carpenter was working on The Fog in 1980.
So, Gizmo, did you see the image?
What, of Ichigo and Kenpachi?
How do you look at Kenpachi's face?
Okay.
That is a face of disappointment. Well, at least Professor Loomis, or at least Dr. Loomis, has a better or trigger discipline than Alec Baldwin.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not see the hair on that thing? I don't know how anyone can miss that. That was obviously not Michael.
They don't know that. Loomis doesn't know
The
that.
hair.
How many white Captain Kirk masks are there?
Like Captain Kirk masks,
Oh!
blonde hair.
Holy shit!
Was that car made out of fucking explodium? Why?
Like, God damn it.
Continuity error.
What was the continuity error?
Holding the napkin up to his face and then not holding the napkin up to his face.
Oh, okay. I feel like there's going to be a lot of job openings in this hospital.
Yeah, funny how most of them were 2 days away from retirement.
Yeah. I mean, Gizmo, can you just imagine that?
Yeah.
Like, most of these people are 2 days from retirement, and there's going to be a lot of job openings here. Well, at least he's not a creepy guy.
Let me get some skills.
Yep. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Product placement.
Coke, maybe some Jack, some rum too. Anything to lessen the stress of this fucking night.
Oh man, I'm so glad Skills went back and changed
I'm
Green Apple
putting
back to line.
I'm putting on my
Here's
best Marty McFly cosplay, even though... Sorry. I'm putting on my best Marty McFly cosplay, even though it's only 1981, and, well, technically still 1978. And not
Okay.
1985.
I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you like a funny quip from that James A. Janice came up with for his recount on Jason X. XKM14 facial armor used in a sport outlawed in 2024. James like, we got 3 years until the Canadians riot. Enjoy the Putin while you can.
I don't know if Crazy Bastard would want to ban hockey though.
Well, don't forget this is Jason.
You know the Canadians are gonna fucking ban hockey soon. They've banned just about fucking everything else.
I say enjoy hockey so you can beat up those stupid ass Canucks who thinks that there's 5 or more genders.
Oh shit, I just realized
What?
I didn't transfer the chat.
God damn it.
It's not that it matters, nobody's fucking talking. But
Fair enough. So, Alex, how did you feel about that image of Ichigo versus Kenpachi?
Hang on. I need to
It's literally
see.
it's literally the most recent thing one of the most recent things I sent you.
I have replacement because for some reason there needed to be replacement discs for both the Halloween and Friday the 13th sets that Shout Factory created, and trying to see if there's a replacement disc for this film, because that's Halloween 4, because there's no closed captions or subtitles.
There's subtitles on my Blu-ray.
Oh, fun times. Shit Factory strikes again.
Well, unfortunately, Shout Factory is going to be the only way I get at Halloween 3 and 4 on 4K.
Those are much better, but those are, from later on.
They say they will be captured soon, but we all know how that's going to turn out.
Mm-hmm. Who the hell is Stevie Mathis? Maybe you should check in the back of your car and see if there's somebody back there.
Get in the car, bimbo. You're about to add to the body count. Oh, she's
Fucking
17.
Dotson.
Oh, she's 17. Never mind. I thought she was 15. My bad.
Okay, 17 makes more
Michael!
sense.
She does not look 15.
17.
No, 17 makes way more sense. 15 is a little bit pushing it.
That's stretching it.
Like her in the Rob Zombie movie.
Seriously, fuck that version. They spent like the first half of the movie trying to get us to relate to Michael Myers, of all people.
Yeah, I mean, I understand wanting to like give a little
Hey,
bit
I
more
know
detail.
that guy. That's Chief Wiggums.
Hey, I know that guy.
As for why he knows where to go, it's because, like I said, he's the shape in this timeline.
And he also has, like, directions.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, how he knows to go to the hospital. Oh, as opposed to, like,
yeah, the hospital. Okay.
Like, if he wasn't the shape, he would have no reason to,
Halloween 2, all new. I'd say as though there were sequels that were like all old or something, but they have you ever
what they
heard
did?
of a film called Crazy Fat Ethel 2?
No.
It's about 50% stock footage. Fuck you, mushrooms are great.
I feel like Fat Bastard isn't gonna last long.
I wonder what I wonder what that movie on the TV is.
Who keeps getting notifications?
Not me.
Gizmo?
Probably.
Yep.
Hey, there are people realistically out there that are uncomfortable with swearing.
Yeah, and those people remind me way too much of Linkara.
Linkar is a hypocrite anyway.
Oh god. Like, he swears like a sailor on Twitter, but he won't in his videos, even when the not swearing makes it sound really, like, overtly juvenile and strange, you know?
Yeah. I could write I could write stories without needing to swear because I actually have attempts at creativity in my head.
Yeah, but why wouldn't
That's
you? Why
illegal in the
wouldn't
United Kingdom, you know?
I get the distinct impression Sir Swears a Lot is going to get killed.
I feel like if you have to swear, do it. But if you're gonna try and say there's no need for swearing at
Well, if
all,
I'm writing a kid's material, writing for a
yeah,
kid's
that's different
And,
material,
though.
then
But
you know,
I'm
you
saying,
don't need to swear as often as, excuse me, the guy... God, excuse me again. The guy who... What's his name?
what's his name?
Uh,
What's his name? Give me his name. Says SpongeBob.
Trying to find the guy from Inglorious Bastards who played the Bear Jew. I'm looking at his face right now.
Oh my god.
Eli Roth. Eli Roth. Whenever Eli Roth writes a movie, his characters always swear way too much. Like every other... Literally, the quote from this film, every other word is shit, fuck, damn, or something else.
Oh, there's a
I like his direction, but his writing fucking sucks.
oh, and there's a video by Zoe B titled "Willy Wonka: Capitalism for Kids."
Yeah, I just saw that. I don't want to see that.
And Exalted at Speed said it best. The ultimate problem with this video is asking a story made in the 60s to deal with systemic issues, but those are often hard to do in kids media because most are going to resort to a magic fix that might carry issues of its own.
Yeah.
also, who the fuck asks for that in the movie?
Exactly.
Nobody
That's
wants to watch that.
like I said, that's exactly the point. That's why they don't typically do that.
These are the kind of people who ask for you to point out socialist issues and shit like that in a movie called Bug's Life.
Exactly.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see somebody legitimately try to make like a slasher film that is somehow a commentary on capitalism that doesn't fucking suck. And I know I have specifically set you up for failure, but if you manage to make this succeed, that will be fine.
Yeah. If it succeeds, then sure.
But then I'm getting a feeling that one of those aspects is going to fall down, and it's either going to be the ideology or the filmmaking.
Oh,
So who
God.
knows?
Oh, Lori. I'm going, relax. but he works here. He literally wasn't trying to do anything lewd to her.
What are you talking about? He was holding her hand. That's the most lewd thing you can do.
Oh my god. Well, unfortunately, my dog is currently violating my personal space.
Is your dog a humany?
What does that supposed to mean?
It's like the opposite of a furry.
No. Because Fran already accuses her of that on a regular basis.
I knew I had to have gotten that from somewhere.
Fran literally, flat out says that she humps people's legs. Just because she jumped up near him once.
You're young. Use those long legs of yours to run down the fucking hallway. But I'm in high heels. Take them off.
Take them off, bitch.
Or, just take a page out of what's-her-name's, out of Bryce Dallas Howard's book and just run full hell-bent for leather. Or fuck, I forgot what I was going to say at the end of the sentence.
I know something funny. Yeah, there was actually a meme going around with the game Fire Emblem Fates where the Revelations campaign is basically just Team Barefoot. Because both Corrin and Azura are barefoot. It gets even better when you consider that Corrin's son/daughter is also barefoot, save for the greaves. I'm not joking about that.
Yep, that's an old-style handy talk.
Yep. Wonder if any 80s kids feel old yet.
Huh. I legitimately would like to own one of those because they were used all the time in the show Emergency. Which is something that I grew up watching on TV Land back in the day. And then later on VHS.
Alex, you talk as though, oh, you're older than both of us when you and I both know that you're probably the youngest.
TV Land was a thing that was coming after Nick at Night or something like that, wasn't it?
Yes.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, TV Land was a channel where they mostly ran reruns of old TV shows. And one of the things that I watched all the time was Emergency.
Well, at least they used jump scares effectively in this movie.
Yeah.
Unlike nowadays, after Five Nights at Freddy's kind of desensitized us.
Well, Five Nights at Freddy's was also a symptom rather than a cause, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because jump scare horror was pioneered in video games mostly by, Slender Man and things like that.
So how do you feel Fat Bastard here is going to die?
I think he's going to make it all the way throughout the film and then die of a heart attack during the end credits.
Ah, crap. Why do you got to make me feel bad, Alex?
Look, we'll go to the gym after this. We'll do some push-ups.
Alex, I don't have time for that because after this movie I gotta get some sleep and go to work tomorrow.
Hurry up and give me 20. Oh, just do push-ups on your break at work. I'm kidding.
Put up some Street Fighter music while you work out at the gym.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
And not only that, we're gonna be busy on Sunday night after we're done. After I get out of work.
We also, you gotta link me to that mod that we're gonna use on Monday.
Well, I gotta find the mod, first of all, because I'm already having a hard time looking for it. We may have to just, search for it until we find it.
Or play, regular Left 4 Dead, I don't know.
Oh, that's fucking lame. We can't do that.
I don't know. Assuming we can't find the mod you're talking about, we could just do that, but, I hate how there are no, pick-up-and-play multiplayer servers out there for the game anymore. There's only, giant, there's only really just giant, multiplayer servers. called hentai rape for some reason. And they have
Excuse me?
nothing but tentacle-based monsters. And
I
really
mean-
confusing rules.
Hmm.
Now, why you leaving the locks unlocked? You can't lock nothing if you don't use the lock right.
So, you want to know what some people call the call pit bulls?
Murder machines.
They call them the Norwegian couch hippo.
Oh, God.
Great, now I'm gonna get killed. Great, now I'm gonna get killed before diabetes ends up killing me.
Diabetes!
Diabetes.
Hi, I'm Wilford Brimley. I'm here to talk to you about diabetes.
Funny thing is, I ended up making a skit that Alex said was so sweet that it gave him diabetes.
Now, death has never scared me. I know that diabetes is coming to everybody.
You know, one of the worst part is the security guard is actually being smart, and when he opens the door, he keeps a safe distance. Michael!
Ooh! Oh! I know that method of death.
He's fucking dead.
Bro, take your gun out. Elmer's glue.
Huh. Shit.
I wonder if there's something wrong with the print of the film they used for this scan. Because, like, the perspective is... The perspective is right on the right-hand side. There's, like... During the hospital scene, there was, like, a little bit of wavering going on the left-hand side. Yeah, they're, funny thing, they're not actually going around to the other side of the house, where it turns into a giant Victorian mansion.
Check it again. But we just did. Check it
empty.
Again. Check it again.
Still empty. Check it again.
And still empty.
Check it again.
You, yellow-eyed one, what's your name?
My name's Monkey D. Luffy.
No. He's talking to Kid.
Oh.
Death the Kid. Well then, Death the Kid, prepare yourself to feel the pain of 1,000. 1,000 what? Oh. And then Brock from Poké Bridge just drops into Death City. Or the Pokemon Bridge. It drops in from Death City.
Yeah, that show never lasted long.
Yeah, we know. Anyway, getting back to the movie.
I'm sorry for calling you Mr. Cunt earlier.
Oh, shit.
Was he wearing a Captain James T. Kirk mask with a pair of blue overalls? Because that would be a really stupid coincidence.
Meanwhile, at the hospital. So, like I was saying, like, the fact security guard actually was kind of playing it smart for a bit. It's since,
Playing it smarter than a lot of characters in horror films.
yeah, he backed away after opening the door just to give himself room to get away. It's just he didn't expect someone from the side of the door.
Yep. Smart directions, smart writing from the characters. Gee, it's almost like you can greatly benefit from the tension of a horror film if you actually use, decent characters and decent ideas for your fucking film.
Oh, Hollywood, Disney. No, that's it.
Rape! Rape! Bud looks like a dollar store version of Randolph Mantooth.
Uh,
Does anybody know
Yeah,
who that is?
yeah,
Nope.
both of you are idiots.
He played Jenny Gage on Emergency.
And I'm
Is that what
sure
they're calling it these days?
and I'm sure or he'll be using that finger for more than just therapy.
No, therapy is the name of her vagina.
Oof.
Oh, snap.
That sounded like a line straight out of Cockhead.
I took a walk around the world to ease my troubled mind.
He left his body lying somewhere in the sands of time.
Mentioned Three Doors Down, I had to say something.
Yep.
Mine.
I ain't your mother. Michael. Meanwhile, in obligatory Get Naked Idville.
Meanwhile, in Frosted Glassovision.
They're still alive.
Yes, they're still alive and very naked.
Nudity you can show on television. Completely uncensored. This is why Japan has chosen to film all of its porno in the frosted glass dimension.
Have you seen right now, Alex? Have you seen the beauty and the magnificence of Rangiku Matsumoto?
What? I
Have
don't
you seen the
recognize that
beauty?
name.
She's from Bleach.
Oh, is she the one with the green hair?
No. Hmm. No. No, no, no. No. Not even close.
It's getting hot in here.
So hot.
Too bad we're already naked. We can't take off our clothes. Ooh.
My balls will shrink.
Balls, 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 balls. Balls, balls, balls,
Oh,
balls,
that's some
balls,
man
balls,
ass right
balls,
there.
That is a lot of fucking pubes.
balls,
Yep.
balls, balls, balls,
He has
balls.
more. He has literally got more hair on his ass than he does on his abs.
You cannot tell me you cannot tell me that's fucking
Call. You're really not gonna try to kick him?
turn around.
Turn around every now and then. Turn around every now and then. I can't remember the words.
Oh, and in case you're wondering who I was talking about, Gizmo, there you go. She has a beauty mark below her lip. Oh,
Back before
Michael,
Michael Myers was 9 feet tall.
Yep. Oh, Bud's dead, lady. You're next.
Oh, I want to put my hands around your throat.
Kinky.
Why haven't you noticed that my hands are all burnt? Fucked up.
Now, here's a bit of an error. Water needs to be at a much higher temperature than that to scald her face off.
And it should scald Michael's hand off, shouldn't it?
Yeah, but
don't
he's a
think
psycho, ain't he? So he wouldn't be able to feel as
I mean, he
much pain.
wouldn't be able to
Be able to
feel
for
it,
it.
but yeah.
No, that's another continuity error. The towel was not that low.
No, it wasn't, and the makeup on her face disappeared between the shots.
Maybe it fell.
Eh.
So she
Maybe.
was,
Why
being
isn't that
drowned.
even though?
That's a
Oh,
lame kill, I'll
it's like-
say. It's
yeah.
one of the few things I don't like about this film.
I have to look and see if it's on the dull machete for lamest kills. Because there's
After
either
this-
the golden chainsaw for greatest kills or dull machete for lamest kills.
Excuse me. I'm gonna have to watch the TV version to see if that kill was any better.
I
that one.
sincerely doubt that kill
Doubt
is
it.
in the TV version.
TV versions
Excuse me?
are usually shittier.
The TV version is longer.
And usually TV versions are lamer. Censor violence, get rid of curse words with nonsensical other word combinations. I got two words for you. Fucking you. TV show. I got two words for you. Joking you. What? What's the context there? Yippee-ki-yay,
I've
motherfucker. That's the movie version. The TV version? Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falco. What? What? Excuse me? Who?
Then you have Superman the movie, which was 3 hours long on TV.
That movie was even more bloated than the Batman.
The Richard Donner cut?
Superman the movie, not Superman 2. Superman 2's TV cut was also really fucking long.
And the fact is, the Donner cut is what made it good.
The Donner cut sucks too.
I swear to God.
Superman 2 is a piece of shit.
No,
It's not
Superman
the
4 is.
worst. No, it's not the worst.
Look, it's
no,
not the worst Superman film. That's
yeah,
still Superman 4.
Gizmo. Yeah, Gizmo's right. Superman 4 is still objectively the worst Superman movie.
But Superman 2 is fucking awful.
Like, if we're gonna...
That's the one with Todd, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
it sucks.
Bro, I smack you.
No, go watch our videos that we made of it.
Yeah.
One of the best portrayals of Zod.
No.
Yeah.
He's still a bit slightly more charismatic in that movie than he is in Man of
He doesn't
Steel.
have a character, really. He doesn't really do anything.
Well, I agree. He does.
Like
I agree that he does need a character. Or I just thought that it's mostly Terrence Stamp's performance that carries it.
Yeah.
Like, Gizmo, even you've got to admit that. Anyway, back to the movie. Oh my, the grain is darkening the scene even more.
Yeah.
Oh god, the grain is
80s
everywhere.
80s film stock.
It's not trying to stand... Oh, now it's back to normal. And now it's there.
There's a lot of weird damage to the film on the left-hand side in the hospital scenes.
Oh no.
Turn the light on.
You don't shit.
Well, she's definitely responsive. That means she's alive. She's just drugged out of her fucking head.
Take off your clothes, lady.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot. My clothes off. Alex, have you heard the Misery remix with Reese's Puffs and CPR?
No.
I sent it to you. It's fucking hilarious.
Misery, think that the weight of the world.
No, not that Misery. It's the Maroon 5 song.
Okay.
Oh, he's already dead, lady.
You were dead.
Don't you see all the blood? Oh, God.
Whoa.
Well, you don't get blood from a stab to the eye, so...
Oh, he must have been overdosed. Michael!
You know, man, he did.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Boy, I wonder what's in there.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Must be some really strong shit. Good thing I'm straight edge.
I
swear.
Otherwise, I might have to try some of it.
I swear, they make a lot of Michael's kills a bit visceral. Oh, you know what I mean?
Putting
Jason
drugs
Harlow
right in your fucking brain. This is your brain on drugs.
Well, what I mean is, like... Well, what I mean is... Well, I get that, Gizmo. Oh, like, I've seen the sleeping bag kill, because holy shit, that was just like... What? Fran tells me to wait until the wheelchair air death just to see how stupid that movie, just to see the stupid way the guy dies.
Have you
as in that
seen
movie.
the wheelchair death in the movie The
That's
Pit?
no.
It's really dumb. Have you seen what was the other one you said?
I was talking about Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen the sleeping bag death in I think it was Jason X?
Yeah.
No.
That one's great.
Well, what I mean by visceral, what I mean by visceral in this context, it's like Michael is just very efficient at what he does. He doesn't
Oh
waste
yeah.
time. These may be boring, but they are boring in some regards, but they are very practical. Like he is very precise with how he kills those people.
Well, the film is also like kind of slower paced than a lot of slasher films have become over the years. And that's part of why the John Carpenter style of horror film is something that I appreciate a hell of a lot more than a lot of the films where they're just like desperate to shove the fucking money on screen, desperate to try and freak people out and show, oh, look at all the gory shit we did. Look at all the special effects we paid for, with none of the suspense that actually makes horror effective, you know? Like Alien. Alien is the horror genre in a fucking nutshell. Because you have the first two films, which are really good, and then you have the next few films.
Alien 3, Alien Resurrection.
The difference between Alien and Prometheus is astounding. Because
Night and day.
Yeah, because like the contrast you can make between Alien and Prometheus is absurd, even though they're directed by the same guy. You have so much just noise constantly in Prometheus. Everything that you can think of that would have, like, you can make direct comparisons between Alien and Prometheus and show just how fucked up Prometheus is in terms of filmmaking. Not in terms of like, oh, this film is fucked up in terms of like this is crazy. No, it's fucked up in terms of they fucked it up. They messed it up. Like there are mistakes in that film. There are a lot of places where they just rush to try and show something expensive, something spectacular over making a decent suspenseful horror film. Which is funny because like the first 30-40 minutes of that film are completely worthless with nothing going on. No real service to the plot. Everything that you think is gonna be important really isn't.
It's just canon filler.
Yeah. But hey, that's the Alien films after Aliens. Disney still hasn't put out a 4K for Aliens, and at this point I'm kind of afraid because the 4K for Alien was really good, and every legacy 4K that Disney puts out except for like The Little Mermaid looks terrible. Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl looked terrible on 4K. Most of Phase 1 of the MCU looks terrible on 4K. Anything that gets
except for the Incredible Hulk or the Avengers.
Yeah, Incredible Hulk and the Avengers look great, but
Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, the Avengers.
No, Iron Man looks like shit on 4K.
Yeah, I have to agree with him on that
Really?
one. Gizmo, I've seen how it's lit.
Yeah, they fucked up the color grading on 4K. It was done by a company called Lowry Digital, Lowery or Lowry. You can find a thing where they explain how their remaster process works, and it's full of blatant lies because they add way too much chroma noise to stuff that was that definitely didn't have it. They add film artifacts to stuff that was edited digitally, and edited and animated digitally. I'll mention. Like it's a laughing stock if you know anything about film.
And again, I do apologize for the running gag, but the thing is that every time it's just like how many you save a lot of kids in Moonwalker. They all look exactly the same and they all sound exactly the same.
Well, some of them sound different. Some of them look different, except in the
No,
Genesis.
they don't.
The arcade version they do. The Genesis version they don't.
Oh, Mr. Garrett's not in there, lady. Let's not split up and look for clues.
Scooby-Doo and the Gang versus any slasher villain. I'd like to see that.
Adult Swim already made that skit.
Oh,
It was
nice.
Robot Chicken.
I know they kind of did in Supernatural.
Oh yeah, Scooby Natural. That was a great episode.
Very. I just wish they kept. I just wish that they left the idea of monsters being real in the Scooby Gang's head.
Or even better, in just the movies. Because the very least Zombie Island was actually a really neat twist.
I hate the fact that they tried to do like a fake retcon in the sequel.
Oh,
The fact that they made a sequel is absurd.
The fact that they made a
Yeah.
sequel should have been a good thing. They go back to the island. They deal with zombies again. Maybe it's from a different source. Maybe it's not cat people. Maybe it's wolf people this time. Ooh, and
Maybe
the
it's
twist
on
maybe
a different fucking island. Maybe it's a different twist entirely. How about that?
and Velma has to be in denial of everything. Oh, it was just costumes.
Velma was there the first time. She saw the zombies and the cat people.
It. She experienced magic firsthand.
She got off screen to death.
Mm-hmm. This is lit really well.
Yes, it is.
I'd smash that nurse.
She's dead, though.
Dude.
Besides, Michael already smashed her to death.
Ah.
Oh, wow, that is... She definitely still has blood in her. You can tell by the fact that her veins are still puffed up.
Not that... Oh, don't tell me that's what kills him. Oh, thank God. He's still someone alive.
Hey, who spilled all this cherryade everywhere? That's definitely not blood. Blood would be darker than that.
That's Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why did the Macho Man never voice the Kool-Aid Man? Why did they never have a crossover?
At least he fought the Kool-Aid Man.
Alex.
They did
Death
have a
battle.
cross. Oh,
Death
Dude,
battle
he did a
pitted them
death battle.
against each other.
Oh, nice. Was
You'll
that
never
a
guess
DDX
who-
episode or a main episode?
Main episode.
Main episode.
Awesome!
Oh,
That means we
yeah.
get to watch that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Snap into a Slim Jim. Wow, he's very thorough. Just flatten all the tires, cut all the
Very
gas
patient,
lines.
too. I
Like,
had to lift
ooh.
all these cars up and cut the gas lines because I couldn't fit my giant fucking body underneath them.
You know what's
No,
the
I'm not
best thing
played by
about
Tyler May,
If he has
but
enough-
I am
if he has
still
enough-
fucking huge.
If
You
he
know
has
the
enough
best thing
strength to
about
break a
Kool-Aid
car
versus-
window, I think
push-ups a day.
if he has enough strength to break a car window, I think he has enough strength to lift those by himself.
Yeah.
got the gas line too.
And cars back in the 70s were way heavier. They
And
had all those
durable.
steel frames. So I could lift them up. Cut them. Cut the fucking
You know the
gas
best
line.
thing about the Kool-Aid versus Macho Man death battle is that for the entire season, every time they had like a preview or a trailer for just that season or for a preview of that episode, they always point out, "Hey, that episode's coming," as if and made it a big deal. And they would always play that one Macho Man bit where he's shouting out his catchphrase, like not just saying it like he usually goes, like, "Oh yeah." No, like he outright shouts from the heavens as he's dropping an elbow from the sky.
Like your little brother in the Spider-Man movie.
Oh, lifts her straight up with that scalpel.
Yeah, this shouldn't be possible. Fuck you. I shit on your ideas of what physics might be.
You forget that he was able to pin a guy to a door,
get a better knife.
Or with a kitchen knife.
This one's too short. I need a knife that's longer than my penis, which means I'm gonna have to go get a sword.
No ping as usual, I see.
Yeah, like that's gonna stop him.
Unfortunately, thanks to the Thorn Call, your daughter's gonna find out what my penis looks like.
Fortunately, because of that death call.
Are you fucking kidding me with that shit?
Halloween 666 is a really fucked up movie.
No, it does not work that way. Come on now. You cannot just lift a body up like that with just a scalpel.
How far behind are you? I'm at 109.57, 6,
124. 124 20.
Are you watching the one that Ben sent?
Yes, Ultimate Edition.
Oh, I'm watching the theatrical cut.
Yeah, same here.
Again, with the stuff being wrong on the left-hand side of the screen.
Yeah, in case you're wondering why I'm not going Michael every time he shows, when as he's chasing Lori, it's due to the fact that you know, he's no longer trying to just teleport everywhere.
God damn it, I need to get a longer fucking knife.
Oh!
If I'd had a longer knife, I would have been able to cut her fucking legs better than that glass she landed on.
Ow!
Seriously, who leaves glass all over the place in a place like this? That's a health hazard. I think the Ultimate Edition that you're watching cuts in footage from the TV version.
The fuck?
Yeah. It'd have to, because I think the only source for the additional footage is the TV cut.
Elevators take an extremely long time.
Yeah, it's a fucking horror movie. Got a problem with that?
Ever? Aliens.
Elevators in old buildings like these take a while, you know. It's not how that would have worked. These elevators don't work like that. They have an X-ray thing in them, you see. Why is it only the left-hand side of the screen that's fucked up in some shots?
I think this is the only car that he
might be able to squeeze under the dashboard. Oh, don't look up there. Now he'll be able to see you.
What if he's in the car with her?
Nah, that wouldn't happen.
I mean, it happened in the first movie.
Yeah, but he can only use his powers like that once, right?
No.
Is that supposed to be a fucking cop light? No, that's a cab. Okay. Oh, it is a cop car.
Yeah.
Why didn't you have a light on top of it? I remember in Dragnet, they used to have to point a red light out the side of the car.
This is actually expanded upon in the comics.
Why just send me a picture of Rangiku?
Because I was telling you what I was describing to Alex.
What, big redhead titties?
She's not a redhead. She's blonde.
Yeah, if that's
blonde.
Yeah, that is not blonde.
It is blonde.
That is blonde my ass.
Would you like the official statement from the wiki?
Yes. That does not look blonde.
Alrighty then.
Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark. Have a phobia that someone's always there.
Rangiku has long and wavy blonde hair, blue eyes, full lips, and a beauty mark located under the right side of her mouth.
Have a phobia that someone's always there. Excuse me. I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it further.
It's like, okay, say no more.
Fun fact, these days you can't fire warning shots. That's actually considered public endangerment.
Yep.
For good reason, because, you know, firing off into the air randomly is a great way to get a bunch of people killed.
Yep.
Ever watch the show 1,000 Ways to Die? That's been featured on a couple of episodes, actually. Oh, I woke up in a pile of a nurse's blood. I thought all that was behind me, you know? God, the period flashbacks. Reminds me of my first girlfriend. She was a bleeder, too.
Are you telling me this?
I woke up in bed. The whole bed was just blood.
Did he just die right there?
I mean, it is possible for something like that to happen, but...
Oh, he's fucking dead.
He's either dead or has a very weak constitution. Which, granted, after a hit to the head on the concrete like that, that'll happen, but... It's not the most impressive of kills. Granted, you don't always have to go for impressive kills. But, you know, nobody's favorite Michael Myers kill is the guy who died of a brain bleed after slipping in a nurse's puddle of blood.
No, he's passed out.
Okay, good.
Once more, Jamie Lee Curtis is
I remember
proving to be a one
that
hell
the
of a
nostalgia
screamer.
critic complained about her not screaming louder. But you have to remember, she's been stabbed. She's had a lot of drugs pumped into her. She's under a lot of stress. And, sometimes, speaking from experience, when you're not in the best of health, you can't always muster up a whole lot of, vocal power to say hardly anything.
Cole?
Hi.
Yeah, like I said, it's only when Michael just suddenly appears that's when I'll do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You didn't have to explain it. Nobody was paying that much attention to it.
I feel like I should explain it because that's kind of something I make a policy to do.
You know what Death Battle should do? They should do like a horror protagonist battle royale or horror antagonist battle royale,
Eh.
Oh, I love that one.
Shoot him in the head.
I wonder if Michael Myers was an inspiration for the Nemesis in Resident Evil 3.
That's a likely.
There's a lot of damage to the left-hand side of the screen. Like, the color, like, very lightly shifts in places. Like, there's just small sections of damage. Talk about a cutthroat business. I should have said that earlier, but
Yes.
it's not scripted, and I'm a little bit tired. I've been running since 7:30 this morning and have not stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Hi,
I'm
I'm
planning
Nicholas.
to run away.
That would
That'd really
that would-
suck.
I mean, I could teleport, but still.
You know how many brain cells I burn trying to teleport around like this? It's crazy. You wouldn't even believe it. That's why I gotta eat so many brains. I'm not even a fucking zombie. What was that?
What was that? What's that?
I was like, I heard something in the background that I'm not sure what it was. Hey, Gizmo, is the aspect ratio shifting for you, or is it the same? Gizmo, can you hear me?
Oh, it's the same.
Okay. Alright, this door's not made of glass, at least not all the way, so I can't come through here. Can you let me in? Guys. Guys. Oh, wait. Yeah. Now I can come through. Some fire door that was. Fuck you, Harry. That's for making fun of my mask collection while we were in the hospital, bitch. I have that collection, you know. It's not just the one mask. It's a lot of them. Like it was in the Rob Zombie movie. Yeah. Come over here and give your big brother a hug. Ow! Ow!
Oh wow, she actually shot his eyes out.
How did that not leave a hole in my mask?
Well, I mean, there's already holes in the eyes. Gotta admit, that's an impressive shot. When you think
Oh,
being
yeah.
able to shoot out both of his eyes.
Dumbass cup.
I can't see shit. Wonder how I'm gonna be able to grow my eyes back for the next film like this. It's gonna take at least 5 years.
Maybe have a spin-off movie.
Yeah, we'll have to... Guys, you're gonna have to have a spin-off movie.
While I recover from this coma.
Yeah,
I'm dead serious.
Really?
That is actually that is actually the explanation for how Michael ends up surviving the events of this movie.
Oh, Loomis, on the other hand... Well, it's just because he's British, I guess. He had a stiff upper lip.
Yep. He's going by
It's
sound
all that
and
hissing noise.
yeah, and all
I
that
wonder
hiss.
if this inspired the Wolverine guys from Resident Evil 4.
Probably. Oh, don't you mean the hunters?
Yeah, those guys.
No, wait, those are the. No, wait, you're thinking.
Oh, no. From Resident Evil 4.
No, you're thinking the lickers.
No, Resident Evil 4, the Wolverine guys.
Oh.
With the claws, the blind guys with the claws. That go...
That ended up wombo comboing Max.
God damn it. It's a good thing I'm wearing that fireproof suit. Shit.
I have to wonder if this stunt
Shame
was
Loomis
practical.
teleported out of here. It has to be practical. It was 1981.
I have to imagine this must have been something for the stunt an actor or
Well, yeah, they would have slathered him in fireproof gel and then given him a fireproof suit and covered that in napalm.
Yep.
And then this would have been pork and fake blood.
And and normally this, and if Season of the Witch was actually successful and they could go on to do an anthology series, this would have been the end of Michael Myers.
Yeah, shame Season of the Witch was really bad.
Well, Angry Video Game Nerd actually said it wasn't that bad.
It's got some good ideas, but it's like kind of not great. It's not as good as this. It's not as good as the first two, you know?
Oh, my dogs. Lou.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. You guys are fucking vultures.
Yep.
And ambulances have not changed shape in the 41 years since this film was made.
Yep. That's actually true.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty around.
Except for the ones that are in Mercedes vans, but those are, like, not as good.
And now to bookend things. Mr.
Somebody put me out,
Sandman,
please.
bring me a dream.
This really fucking hurts.
You're the cutest that I've ever seen.
Boiling plastic does not feel good on the skin. And all the cast actually gets their full names, except for Graham and Jimmy and Karen. Dick Warlock, that's a hell of a name. And Bud, and Jill, and Janet, and Marion, and Marshall. Yeah, a lot of people were surprised
Sorry, my dog
to find
is
out.
barking at an inanimate object she had a brief interaction with.
A lot of people are surprised to find out that John Carpenter's favorite Metallica albums are the Black Album, Load, and Reload.
So this also gets like a 9.5
Dick
out of
Warlock
10.
was, yeah, I'd say like probably just a solid 9 straight across, because like there are some kind of weird kills here and there, or it's not as solid as the first, but it is still really fucking solid.
How do you feel about the usage of the Chordette's Mr. Sandman in this movie?
Oh, I like it.
It's a nice little dissonance.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, a lot of people are surprised to find out that John Carpenter's favorite Metallica albums are Metallica Load and Reload, because like he has such a hardcore approach to filmmaking, and people would have thought that, you know, it would have been more 80s centric, his favorite Metallica albums, but no, he's really like I can't disagree with him in that regard, because like I like Metallica Load and Reload a lot, and I'd even say that Reload was better than the original Load, because it's got fucking Fuel on it. Like Fuel is a fucking great song.
So anyway, next time for the Mehvies, we will be tackling the Sean Connery James Bond movies.
Actually, no. The first James Bond film that we're going to be watching is the TV movie that was filmed live. In which James Bond is an American CIA agent named Jimmy Bond.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's an adaptation of Casino Royale. And Felix Leiter is the MI6 agent. I'm not kidding. I also think the short is in the public domain, so you can probably... Actually, I won't swear that it's in the public domain, so I'm not going to try and stream it, but you can find it on YouTube and the Internet Archive. And I think it's also uploaded directly to Wikipedia. Night of the Living Dead, courtesy of fucking nobody. It was public domain even back then. Because guess what? It was more than 25 years out of copyright. Which is how that worked back then. If you didn't apply for copyright within 25 years, the film fell into the public domain.
Yep.
It's a shame that that's not how things happen these days. This motion picture has been rated R. Nice that you told us that after the film aired.
Yep. So yeah, we'll be starting with the TV James Bond movie on Saturday, and on Sunday, hopefully, we'll be doing Nosferatu, the Dubpire.
Yes, this coming Sunday is Nosferatu, the Dubpire. Excuse me. And then this Monday, we're going to be playing Left 4 Dead 2.
Yep.
So until tomorrow, we will see y'all later.